calls the kettle black, calls the kettle burnt, calls her mad. Kettle reminds the pot that we both been burned on the same stove, that the parts of our bodies that are layered in soot were scorched by the same hands. Kettle tells pot that she still boils water, holds the hot breath of a white man's tongue, endures the slow simmer of a white woman's allyship, and still, we make something beautiful. Pot calls the kettle wicked, and kettle says no, but says she's so magical she burned the hand of the last man who tried to pour himself a piece of her. Says she's so black she is everything, so black she is the beginning. She is the first thing someone finds home in when they wake up in the morning. Says ain't that what it means to be black? To have the world go up in flames around you and still be sanctuary for someone, saving men who lost themselves the night before, saving men who curse our names but forget his mama is made of steel too. And now the pot has no words but calls the kettle bitter, but loves the glass pan, the fine china, loves all the exotic shit white men put behind glass casings, loves how fragile things not made of steel can be. But this isn't about the pot or the pan. This is about the kettle, the black woman, how she pours herself across the earth, but no one bats an eye when the water disappears. We give ourselves to men who never love us, but they say we are difficult, too hard to break. How we, the kettle, praise this pot, this man for all the water he holds. How we are the only ones who do not call him monster when the water boils over, because we know this heat, this white flame, hot enough to make any of us explode. We are the first ones to make noise when the world goes up in flames, but they say the earth was saved by the man who heard her scream. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says yes, but says you best remember you black too. The next time they bring a fire to your neck, they burn black bodies on the stake and the stove. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says bitch I might be, says nuck if you buck, then says wipe me down. Kettle says yes my nigga, I be black, I be mad, and I boiled the last man down to his bones when he tried to test me. Pot calls the kettle black, and kettle says hell yes, but don't say my name as if you ain't ever been burnt too.
All right, microphone check 1 2. Can you hear me out there? Checking 1 2, checking 1 2. If you can hear me, put a 1 in the chat. We're about to get this party started. We are about to get this party started. Here we go.
Hear me out. I have a very controversial thought, and a lot of people gonna come for me, call me and pick me like, okay, whatever. If more women were to be introduced to a brick to the face whenever they act out of pocket, less women will act out of pocket.
What?
If more women were to be introduced to a brick to the face whenever they act out of pocket, less women will act out of pocket.
Get your food! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
If more women were to be introduced to a brick to the face whenever they act out of pocket, less women will act out of pocket.
All right, like to kick a shout out. Mistress Newbie.
We are going to begin this evening with a vicious attack that again raises questions about the criminal justice system.
If more women were to be introduced to a brick to the face whenever they act out of pocket, less women will act out of pocket. But because we know that we are covered by this societal norm that men shouldn't hit women, we feel as though we can provoke men. We can talk any kind of way. We can throw things at men. Look at Brittany Renner the other day, y'all. If this whole societal norm that men shouldn't hit women weren't around, and Brittany had thrown that water on the guy and she knew the consequences of that would have been a nice solid brick or fist to the face, I bet she wouldn't do it.
6:14 now. New disturbing details emerging this morning in the deadly shooting of a woman who police say was killed by a former University of Alabama basketball player.
If more women were to be introduced to a brick to the face whenever they act out of pocket, less women will act out of pocket.
Mother, DeCarla Cotton, a man approached her daughter and started flirting with her at the restaurant. Harris declined his advances, causing an altercation. Cotton says as her daughter and her boyfriend were leaving, a man shot multiple times into their vehicle. Harris's boyfriend fired back in defense. Authorities say Miles, along with the second suspect, are both charged with capital murder.
But we walk around protected so we can be unruly, we can be uncivilized. But if more men were supposed to say, you know what, forget that, fist for fist. If you hit me, expect this fist or brick.
Adios.
Vaya preso porque ahorita voy por
Adios. Adios.
If more women were to be introduced to a brick to the face whenever they act out of pocket, less women will act out of pocket. If more women were to be introduced to a brick to the face whenever they act out of pocket, less women will act out of pocket.
Live on KPRC TV
Okay.
and the KPRC 2
Let me
Plus
pause it
live
right
stream.
there. Okay. People are still on the brick theory, so I thought I would break some things down real quickly before we get into the meat of the matter tonight. Miss RV, you're so correct. Ignorant comment. Obviously, you don't have to do anything to savages for you to get hit by a brick in the face. Correct? Correct. Correct. Not hitting a woman is past the societal norm. So, yeah. I mean, even pick-me's want to, jump into it. Shout out to Sandy Red, Mistress Newbie, and Miss RV, Gold Reflection, K Brown, Oya, Terminador, Negros in the house. We are about to have a good show tonight. And I just discovered some new news in reference to Rhoda. And it's not really new news. It's just news that everyone, and I mean everyone, missed. And you got to hear this. This is very important. This is in no way saying, oh, yeah, I'm Team Rhoda or anything like that. But it's something that was missed. Welcome, Phoenix Soul. Phoenix Soul in the house. This is what's weird. It is the weirdest thing. You all saw Mr. Weirdo here, who I'll put on the screen in a second. If you missed it, look for basking in his femininity video that I did a couple days ago. Listen to him now here.
Live on KPRC TV and the KPRC 2 Plus live stream. The news starts now.
Right now, 10 competing claims about this viral video.
Y'all gonna let a man hit me in my face?
As the woman seen in it cancels her plan to turn herself in for theft charges.
Only on 2, the man accused of the violence reaches out to KPRC2 and shares his story in the aftermath of that night.
What has it been like for you having?
As we found out, he turned out to be pretty much what I would call a pathological liar. I saw, not only did I have not seen anyone, including some outsiders. And what I mean by outsiders, people that aren't in our gender war, as they want to call it, or which I don't believe is, okay, or in our community. They were saying that this guy was weird. There's actually a couple body language channels that they read. They teach people how to read when somebody's lying or not. And they found this guy to be very non-credible. Let's just put it that way. Welcome, Chaos Rain Show. Very good, very good question. It's TORCH, by the way. It wasn't a brick, but he did hit her. That is a good point, though. We are going to get into this. So basically, that's all I need from this thing here. Let me play a little bit of his goofiness.
Silent.
It's the hardest thing to do. It's to not say anything when the whole world is saying something about you.
Thank you.
Okay. Now, he said that, remember that, but we went over his video And yeah, yes, he hit her. Now, here's the funny thing. This is what we know so far. We know he claims she hit him. We know that he claims that he did hit her. We believe it's with a water bottle, right? But the police say he didn't hit her with a water bottle, with something different, because of some footage that we have not received yet. Welcome, Indiana mom. Okay, we have not received any footage at all yet. But we know these things. He said he hit her. She said he hit her. Okay, we have an agreement there. Whether what we don't have is tape showing her hitting him. I'm going to, so right now we are trusting on footage we do not have. Make that clear. We are trusting footage we do not have. We are trusting the observation of other human beings, be them cops, telling us that she hit him. He is claiming that he responded, or she kicked him in the car. But the surveillance camera was not inside the car. The surveillance camera was outside the car. So I don't see how we could collaborate his story about her kicking him. Secondly, we don't know what happened inside the car at all. What we do know is this. We know that he was not credible, okay, in his interviews. And what we know is this, is that she was arrested on some sort of theft/fraud situation. Okay? And I know why they did that, because they needed to deter people from scamming on, what is it? Come on now. I'm just rolling here too. On the donation channel, whatever it is. Forget it. Okay. So this is what we know so far. This is what people are thinking right now. Listen to this woman here. This is more a study of what's going around in the YouTube streets about the lack of belief in the woman and the belief in the man. GoFundMe, thank you. Even after that guy literally failed his interviews. Listen to this.
And her story has become shakier and shakier. Now, once again, before people get in their damn feelings, I have no dog in this fight, period, point blank. I'm just here to show you what both sides are saying about this story. People are saying that there's holes in her stories. All right, so you guys heard my initial, breakdown. I have absolutely no dog in this fight because I'm over these tall tales on social media pulling at heartstrings, and of course at the end of their tall tales there's always a link to a GoFundMe. Okay, so now a lot of people are making excuses for her. I'm still seeing, oh, the white man's trying to take her down. It's because
oh, wait a minute. Well, that's usually the rap for black men. But anyway, you are going to love this conclusion I have here. It's going to knock you off your feet.
she's a strong woman. There were no real victims in this. Bullshit. There were a lot of victims in this. And for y'all who don't know, there was a young man, the real victim in this situation, who people thought was the person who hit her with the brick.
So she said she doesn't have a dog in this fight, but she's already jumping on a man's side, right? Who literally, and I know she saw Tanya TKO's video. He was on there looking stupid. And Tanya was being quite patient with him. He could not tell the truth to save his life. Okay? Body language companies, body language channels were having a field day with him. But this young lady here, Lovely TTV, she is team victim, the guy, whatever dude's name is. I forgot his name. Let's just call him Mr. Femininity for now. Okay, that's really still. No, we got a lot of the guys are up in the clouds. Don't worry, they still with you. They still with you. Okay. So basically, let's go further. Remember, we're studying what people are saying here, and I got something that is going to blow everybody away.
And he had been attacked. The news finally interviewed him.
Okay.
So
the news finally interviewed him. We don't even know he's been attacked. Nobody knows that. The police claim they have a tape that shows him being attacked. That's what the police said. That was how many days ago? 4 or 5 days ago? The tape ain't released yet, is it? The tape is not released yet. Has anybody seen the video? Has anybody seen the release of the police tape that the police were referring to? Thank you, Susie Bear. Susie Bear in the house. Like the video, y'all, because I got some good stuff. I got some good stuff for you here. I haven't seen it. So this is the first revelation I have for everyone. The first revelation is all of YouTube, except for me, okay, is going by exactly what the policeman said, number one, and by a tape that they claim they have yet to release. 2. I got 2 for you. 2 things we got going on. But all of YouTube is going off on Rhoda. We ain't seen the tape yet. Let's keep it going now. Look how, and it's okay to say, you know something, I don't know, she seems like she did this before, she had she's been doing this scam before and all this kind of stuff. Evil her, well, whatever you want to say, fine. But to be as convincing as they're trying to be is a little bit, it doesn't have the no dog in the fight feeling to it. Let's just put it that way. Here we go.
I want you guys to hear his side of the story.
Keith and Daniela, Rhoda Osman, who's known virally as Bricklady.
Okay, I'm going to go forward to his side of the story. Let's go to his side of the story. Here we go.
For his first interview.
This was a well thought of plan, a diabolical plan.
Olin Douglas is a father, son, and small business owner. But in September, allegations made by 33-year-old Rhoda Osman nearly put it all at risk.
It caused people who I thought really knew me to kind of betray me.
Douglas says he met her at a club near the gallery.
I thought people who really knew me to kind of betray me. Okay. I don't know about you, but real friends don't do that. They're going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Welcome, Hazel. Welcome, Hazel. So let me keep going.
As she wore a mask that only revealed her eyes. He invited her to an after party.
It's as if she was trying to get in some type of conflict.
But said,
okay. So that's basically what he said. Now, here's the funny part here. If you remember basking in his femininity, the video I just released a couple of days ago, you remember he was saying that basically she attacked him. He actually said that he didn't know who she was. But somehow he got in her car and she got in the car with him. Okay? She got in the car with him. Right? I find it weird that the fact that that after he said she got in a fight, that he said she got in a fight with someone, right? He still got in a car with her. Is that 3 or 4? He still got in the car with her. He still got in the car. He still got in the car with her. After what he called was ratchet behavior. So if you accept ratchet in your car, what does that make you? Okay, we ain't even done yet. We ain't even done yet. So that I wanted to show you the attitude of people on YouTube right now. But let's go to Nikki at night for a second. Welcome, Big Cap. Come on, come
So
on.
he, he's like, he linked up on the door, and all that like that. And then she walk up on him or whatever.
Okay, let me pause that right there. I'm going to bring this down to, let me go with 720. 480. There we go. Okay.
And so it says she walk up on him and she start dancing on him.
Okay. She walks up on him and starts dancing on him, right? He's not running away because you can't dance on somebody who ran away, right? Let's keep it going.
So, he over there chilling like I'm feeling cool. And then she come up and she, she dancing on him and doing her little 1, 2, 1, 2, whatever. All of that. And then they all get in the car together.
Right. Oh, okay. Okay. Break it down, Nikki. Break it down.
Okay. So it says she do her little 1, 2. Okay. Then they get in the car. Okay. And then it goes left. So they get in the car and everything go left. Like, So it says, they all got inside the vehicle. The unidentified male got in the driver's seat. The friend got in the front right passenger. Miss Osmond entered the back right passenger side along with Mr. Douglas.
Now, this is the weird thing. No, remember when Tanya TKO interviewed him and asked him about the other witnesses? Witnesses? We're at 5 now. Witnesses? Let me ask you this. Put a 1 in the chat if he told us who the witnesses were. Put a 2 in the chat if he didn't. Welcome, Eat, Pray, Yoga. Welcome, Eat, Pray, Yoga. Oh, man, we getting down tonight. It's like this. If I'm on, I got something that's big here. I got something that's big. I got a giant thing to tell everybody. And it starts with a capital R. And it's called receipts. How many receipts during his hour-and-a-half interview on Tanya TKO did he pull up? Let me know. How many receipts? Let me speed it up for you. 0. Zero. No receipts. None. He just said, well, the police said, or well, or he would go on one of his ramblings, and circle talk. Okay. Okay. That's what he would do. No receipts. You know who did have receipts? You know who did have receipts? Rhoda had receipts. 1, a medical record. 2, a police record. 3, the police collaborate with the record that she made a police report. It was everybody on YouTube 4 months ago was saying, oh, well, she doesn't even have any receipts. She didn't even go to the doctors, all that kind of stuff. There's a saline theory, all that kind of stuff. I'll tell you why the saline theory fails. The saline theory fails because she went to a doctor's and doctors aren't stupid. Okay, they can tell when somebody's been injected somewhere, especially in an emergency room where they've been trained to quickly diagnose things like that. Okay, not only that, but the mask theory doesn't hold water either because her mask was form-fitting. Okay, if he made... During his testimony, he made no comment about the shape of her face. None. He didn't say, wow, you look bruised or anything. That's something that's kind of like, it would jar your mind if somebody's face was distorted from, wow, should you really be here? You should go to the doctors. You want some ice? You'd be thinking stuff like that. You wouldn't be thinking like he was thinking, which was, wow, she got a nice fat, you know what? That's what he was thinking. That's the funny thing. And see, he said that the things that caught him about her was the booty and the eyes, right? The booty and the eyes, which tells you this. That's why she got in the car. That's why she was able to get in the car. Let's hear about a little bit more from Nikki. She's breaking it down. Here we go.
A few minutes later, okay, you know how they said 20 minutes later, they was in the club? They said it was only a few minutes. They wasn't even in the car that long. He said he hit her with the SpongeBob a few moments later. A few minutes later, they back outside the car. Everything done went left. So he's saying they all got inside the vehicle. The unidentified male got in the driver's seat. The friend got in the front right passenger.
Okay, let me ask you this. Why didn't remember, this is Mr. Face Card, Mr. Popular. Why didn't any of the witnesses support him? Why didn't they testify for him long before this? Because remember, it's been, 4 months? Where were they at? They're not in an opposing statement here. I'm not saying the police were lying or anything. It's just I don't have any receipts for him, for his side of the story. But you want me to be convinced, okay, that she's the assailant. I don't care about the scam, really, quite honestly. That's a different thing. That's a different story, okay? We're trying to find out right now if she actually was assaulted that night. That's what we're trying to do, okay? If she played games before, was slapping white dudes across the face in a skit, I'm not talking about that stuff, okay? I'm talking about this incident right there. That's what the courts do. Now, don't get me wrong. I weigh that shit. I weigh it, but I'm not going to just say, oh, well, that means that she didn't do something right here. I mean, that she was wrong here. So let me break down and show you the receipts once again. Sorry to bore you like this. Wait, this was the wrong one. That's not the right one. Wait. This it? Yeah, this is it. Okay, here we go. Nothing matters.
The hospital a few years ago, maybe under similar circumstances, that she is not.
Okay, we are not going through anything but the receipts here. This is all about the receipts. I've shown them quickly before. I'm going to show them quickly again. Here we go. Okay.
Or it seems real to me. Now here's her hospital paperwork.
There's the hospital paperwork. I'll go to the next. Yeah, physical exam. History up there. Her name's there. It's all looking legit. She appears intoxicated, right? In moderate distress, okay? Tearful, okay? Left facial swelling, lateral to the eye, with bruising and significant tenderness, okay? Comments, left ear with blood coming out of canal. Ooh, we doing that detective work tonight. We are doing that detective work tonight. I just destroyed the saline theory. Just destroyed it. And I'll tell you why. What if you're injecting yourself with saline, that's not going to make your eardrum bleed. Let me repeat that one more time because nobody's listened to me. Nobody's listened to me. Look, you can inject yourself with as much saline as you want. You are not going to make your eardrum bleed. Any more saline people out there, please, by all means. Any saline people, please step up. Okay. Man, I love receipts. I love receipts. Now, we all know that they both agree that he hit her. We are waiting for evidence to show that she hit him. If a jury had to make a decision today, he would be in jail. She has a doctor's report, a police report. Okay? He has nothing. He said he hit her. With what? He wasn't sure at first. Remember when Tanya was asking him, so did you hit her with the bottle? He was like, huh? What? Huh? Oh yeah. Water bottle. Yeah, that was it. That's the ticket. Okay. Do I believe could Rhoda have been like exaggerating? Quite possibly, but we do know he struck her with something. Somebody in Tanya TKO's channel said, so was the water bottle plastic or was it glass? He didn't answer. He was the most talkative, pleading the fifth dude I've ever heard. You see, do you all see where I'm going here? It's not about, I'll tell you one thing. This isn't even about Rhoda, really. What this is about is men finding ways to damage women without being put in jail for it. That's what it is. Has nothing to do with Rhoda whatsoever. It's men wanting the ability to abuse women, mostly black, without any repercussions against them. None. None. Miss RV says this. Miss RV says this. I don't know, Susie, but we Black women are going to have to protect ourselves and our children. They have already said they are not protecting us. Bars. Gold Reflection says this. They are choosing not to try and understand nor do proper research. They just want to continue to attack her any way they can. Bars. And women. And women. They want the green light to light up women. That's what it is. Susie Bear breaks it down like this. So you mean to tell me what she did in the past counts against her? Yes and no. Yes, it does because like it's part of her history, and it's like people will look at that as a part of her history in real life. Okay, they're not supposed to do that. However, when Black men get unalived by police, nothing in their past criminal history counts. Hypocritical double standards. Bars. Yep. That is a fact. A lot of the young men who found themselves, let's say, unjustly deleted by police officers that might have got a little bit overzealous, right? Depending on who you ask, okay, did have some things in their past. But yes, she is being judged on her past. And let me break it down like this, Susie Bear. Do you know that really, quite honestly, what she was charged with has nothing to do with the assault? They're trying to make it a part of it. And let me tell you why they're doing this. Because the insurance company wants to recover their money. See, that's my theory, I should say. It's not just about, number one, it's not really about dude. They don't care about dude. What they care about is getting their money back. So I'm sure that from now, GoFundMe has probably some insurance now because they get scammed so much, scammers insurance or something. And they probably need a police report and somebody to take the fall so they can get their money back, because they need to send a message out there that, you can't just keep scamming us. Now, the problem is this. I haven't seen anything from the police at all. I've only heard something from the police through the news. So if I'm looking at some receipts that say that she was legitimately damaged and that the man admitted hitting her, what else do I have to work with? What else is there to work with? It's funny how everybody, the don't trust the police club now trust the police. Don't you find that funny? Let me repeat that again. Don't you find it funny that the same dudes who tell you not to trust the police and are the first ones to say F the police are now trusting the police in this case right now? Now they trust them. First they were, and remember, they had something for the media too. Isn't the news station part of the media? Oh, now they believe the media, right? I'm not even done yet. Y'all, this is going to get funny because I am not done yet. I got to hurry through this though, because I got so much to do. I got a lot to do here. We got other things. We got other women who have been, dragged. Okay. And look, this is going to be, and they all tie together. It all ties together. Yeah, Jizzy, you know what I think the situation is, Jizzy? I think it's pimping gone wrong. He tried to pimp her, for his own pleasure, and it didn't work. He had no game. for whatever the reason. Okay? Whether it was at the beginning, which is selection, to whatever he wanted to do with her. He wanted to do something with her because she got in the car with him. Let's get that. Let's make that clear. That BS he was trying to tell us about being respectable is not him. So let me break it down. You guys may have not remembered this, but I dug it up. Check this one out.
Oh man, so the man from the Brickgate incident has been identified, and his name is Olin Fitzgerald. Now, Rhoda's going off on the Instagram saying vindication, X, Y, and Z. She said that she wasn't going to say the man's name because she didn't want to impede on the investigation, but he decided to do.
Oh man, do I ever have some bombs for you? I got some bombs for you here. I got some bombs there. Oh man.
The Clubhouse interview and identify himself. So yeah, dude was talking to a guy named Lil Woke, the Lil Woke show on the Clubhouse, and he spoke about the situation, said what he could. Rhoda basically saying he snitched on himself. He's saying I ain't snitched on myself. So we gonna let you hear what he has to say in the Clubhouse.
He snitched on himself.
Interview, and then I'm gonna let y'all hear what Rhoda's saying over here. And also she has some text messages also confirming this guy's identity.
There's no story to tell, boss. This is not how.
Okay, why is there no story to be told? Okay, I think this was the time when he was actually avoiding even being there. See, people forgot about that. People forgot that his first thing he said is that he wasn't even there. Oh man. Boom, boom. Here we go.
I would never negotiate. I'm not sitting on.
No, it's not a negotiation. No, we're not negotiating.
No, I'm saying I don't.
This dude is trying to act like he's literate, but he's not. He doesn't even use the right grammar.
Who does shit like that? This is something like this is a viral thing. Why would I sit on here? And then number one, it wouldn't make sense for me. I'm just interested about the information that you shared with me, and I'm interested in everyone else's opinion. So that's it.
So wait a minute. How did anybody know that you were the man from the viral video?
Hold on, I just explained that. I explained that before. But does anybody have any other questions aside from that one?
Yeah, how? Because it seems that Mike, from what I'm hearing, and correct me if I'm wrong, like you seem to be like confident that she did not get hit with a brick by anybody, right? Now we established that you didn't do it, obviously, but like, what makes you rule out the possibility maybe somebody else did, and we need to go find that culprit?
Yo, OTH, before you even answers that, I want to pin this to the top, right? And this is me being curious, right? Reading this article, right? Because you say you stay in Houston, right?
Yep.
So this is from Fox 35, right? Orlando. Woman hit in the face with a brick in Houston says man attacked her for not giving him her number, right? You say you stay in Houston. Now, me with my logical mind, right? The day that lady gave me your name, right? I don't know if you lived in Houston or not.
Right. So
ladies and gentlemen, he's even denying even being there at this point 4 months ago. Liar, liar, put your pants on fire. He's even denying, okay? He's even denying that he was there at the time, okay?
I get what you're saying.
No. Wait. Hold on. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish. I'm not pinning you to the.
I told you I'd bring you something new. I told you.
I'm not pinning you to that. I'm just saying that the fact that you live in Houston, it happened in Houston, and then she mentioned
the reason why they're going back and forth about whether he lives in Houston or not is because he was saying that he wasn't even there. 4 months ago, he lied and said he wasn't even there, or implied that he wasn't even there.
Name of all people to mention in the world, or people that live in Texas, bro. Texas is a big ass state, bro. So everybody in Houston, there's mad black men in Houston. You of all people. So I'm like, all right, it could be a narrative, it could be a play. So I contacted you. I told you what was going on Clubhouse, right? And now we're here, and I'm telling you, all right, you got the chance to get the business cleared.
Right.
But like the thing is, right, what I'm seeing on social media is that she got hit in the face in the brick in Houston. You live in Houston, and she mentioned your name. So that's the connection. That's why, I'm so curious.
Notice how, look at this back and forth they're having 4 months ago, trying to figure out whether he was there or not, and him denying it. Mr. Snoopy says this, I don't even march within my city when they have those raggedy BLM marches. Well, yeah, unfortunately, it took me a while to run around, but the BLM thing might have not been a good idea because of this. Here we go. And I'm shocked nobody caught up with this. I'm shocked nobody put these two things together.
It's about this. This is why I'm interested now, because now there's a connection, something connected. You in Houston, she was in Houston when she got hit with a brick, right? And then she mentioned your name of all people. How does she know you, right? You don't even have much followers on Instagram. You're not lit like that. You in Houston, she was in Houston when she got hit with a brick, right? And then she mentioned your name of all people. How does she know you? Right? You don't even have much followers on Instagram. You're not lit like that. You a businessman. You're doing your own thing. You're not a social media nigga. Cool. But the fact that you're not a social media nigga, but a bunch of other social media niggas mentioned you is crazy to me.
I mean, look how hard they're fighting to get this guy to own up that he was even there 4 months ago. Yet you saw all those YouTubers going hard in for him, going to the paint. Going to the paint.
That's where I'm getting at. And I'm trying to figure out, like, am I in a twilight zone? Is there a paradox? Something is missing here.
Yeah, exactly. And what's funny about that is Tanya TKO said the same thing. She said the same thing when she was talking to Dude. There's something missing here. And it was about something else. He does that. He speaks in omission. He doesn't say everything. He's waiting for somebody to fill in the blanks. And then he wants to go, yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, that's the ticket.
I don't know what it is, but something is missing. I don't know. I feel like we're not getting the whole thing.
Yeah, he's not there to give you the whole thing. He's there to manipulate you and get out what he needs from the interview.
But I can't speak more about that. But nah, I mean, I agree with you. It sounds you're not getting the whole thing.
That's not the answer he was looking for. He wants you to fill in the blanks, dude. He doesn't. He knows that he's not getting the whole thing. You don't. He knows that.
So you swung the brick, but you see the fifth.
I've never hit nobody with no brick, boss. You sound crazy.
Notice the omission, though. Remember now, he admitted hitting her. It may have not been with the brick, but he hit her. And to me, this is the thing. Who cares who cares if it was a brick, a stick, a rock, a bone, a fist, a water bottle? It damaged her. It caused a bruise. Let's say she even had a little bruise when she got there for some reason, right? Well, it at the very least, it exacerbated the injury. Ladies and gentlemen, he said he hit her. That is assault. And until we get the tape, it's unjustified assault. Until we get the tape, it is what it is. Now, the thing is this. This is the funky part. The police and the companies need to sell it as fraud so they can get their money back. Not necessarily from her, because she probably doesn't have it. If she has it, she already paid an attorney with that money. Okay? But that's the angle. I don't blame them for wanting to do that. They probably just want to make sure the books look good at the end of the year. I don't care. But what I'm telling you is this. Why all of a sudden do you guys believe in the law enforcement and the media when all year you've been talking crap about both of them? Until it aligns with your ideology. That's the only time you're on the media side or the police side, law enforcement's side, is when it fits your ideology. That's the only reason. Let's play a little bit more.
You know what's so crazy about what's so good about the internet too, my guy, is that the immediate privilege to get access to information.
All right.
And then Wokes looks your information up. Why would she mention your name? Why would she in?
She sit there and try.
See, they're trying hard. The thing is I'm telling you right now, okay? Right now, they're trying to corner him into admitting that he was there, and he's not even doing it 4 months ago. And then he admitted being there on Tanya TKO's show. What does that make him? It makes him a freaking liar. So really, quite honestly, all we have to go by is what the police said, the media said, what she said, okay, and a tape we ain't even seen yet. I'm not saying you may, or I'm not saying there's nothing that she hasn't done anything that might quell her statement or her story or her recollection. But I'm saying if you imagine yourself in court, he's a terrible witness. The only person we know, the only agreement these two people made, okay, the only agreement between Rhoda and Mr. Feminine is that they both agree he hit her. That's all we have. Nothing else. We have a statement from the police, no proof. We know she was in the club. We know why they got in the car together, because he was sexually attracted to her. He had hardly spoke with her because he told us nothing about the conversation they had. No, there was been no, from the last 4 months, not one of those people that were in the car with him made any statements. Not on social media anyway. And I don't think they made any in the police report. And he wouldn't tell us anything. So I'm not going to sit there and be, look, whether I like Rhoda or not, that's not the point. The point is that I'm not going to be made out to be called a sucker because some people don't like Rhoda. That's basically where I can say that there's some people that like him, they want to support him because he's a man, or support him because they like him better, or support him because they don't like Rhoda. But at the end of the day, it's because they don't like Rhoda. Welcome, Michelle, in the house. Michelle says this: I just got here, but all I want to say is that Sexy Red ain't the first nor the last ratchet rapper female. It's crazy how we are all acting like she is. Yeah, exactly. Oh, and I am about to get into that, Michelle. Thank you for reminding me and telling everybody what's coming up next. Oh man, when I get into this rap thing, you guys are gonna be like just like I did with Rhoda. Let me tell you, you are going to be shocked again. You are going to be shocked again. You're going to be like, dude, please. You know, dude, please. Okay. And Andrina Jones, welcome, by the way. Andrina Jones says this: Black men need not worry their Black men need not worry their petty little heads about anything. Society can continue to have low expectations of them, right? As Black women will continue to strive for a better life, single mothers and all. Bars. Straight up bars. Let's dig it deep. We're going to dig deep. Now, I need to address her scams, right? Everybody's like, wow, she scammed it. She's so evil. She scammed for $43,000 and all this and all that. She scammed. You want to hear something funny? I'm going to bring somebody up that all of these guys, okay, all of these guys love, and he's been scamming millions.
I'm Ben Meiselas from the Midas Touch Network. Let's take a look at the newest MAGA Republican grift. It's called Trump Bucks. And what's been happening is that MAGA followers have been going into banks with these Trump Bucks, these Trump dollar bills and gold coins that they've been purchasing online, which they
Look, we all know that the Black men in this space love them some Trump. This is not political at all. This is just, they love them some Trump, right? This guy got filthy rich from scamming. He got filthy rich from scamming. Not a little measly little $43,000 though. We're talking millions. Remember Trump University? Where the settlement he had to pay back of the $150 million that he scammed people out of, he paid back $32 million. Remember that? So they got a problem with Rhoda scamming, but ain't got they are going to be first in line to vote for a man who scammed people out of probably close over his lifetime, close to $1 billion. Ain't even part of our community either. So the money didn't even touch our community. In fact, he's taken more money out of our community than put it in. So they want to defile Rhoda on the assumption that she scammed, but then they're going to turn around and very soon vote for a man who made a large portion of his millions on scamming or residual scamming. Allegedly. So really quite long. If these guys were consistent, they would be going, wow, she's on that Trump shit. She really took these people, blah, 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 blah. And think about it. These guys don't like Black women. The guys that love Trump don't like Black women. The Black men anyway. So you would think they would be happy with her scamming other Black women out of their money because it wasn't Black men that were giving her money, right? See, you got to devil in the details. Devil in the details. So listen.
They've been told they will get 10x or 50x returns from, and the banks have been telling them, we don't accept your Trump bucks here. NBC broke this story. The article was called Trump Bucks Promise Wealth for MAGA Loyalty. Some lose thousands. You think?
So they ain't themselves some Rhoda, but they love themselves some Trump, though, for the same reason. You know? For the same reason. It's crazy to me. Look, I'm breaking it down. Look, I might be a little channel, and who knows if I'll even become a big channel or not. But I do know that some of the bigger channels are going to look at this. And you gotta check this out. I mean, that's what I actually started my channel for, was to actually be a feeder channel, give other, channels that are on the same on the same vibe to, some information to work with, A change, but hey. So there you go. There you go, y'all. Isn't that weird? Listen to this. What is going on with my computer today? Usually
Respond to the story via the Shade Room's Instagram post saying, Black women, we are on our own. They will not help or protect you. Y'all have to give up the fantasy of Black men protecting y'all. They hate us too. We have to protect ourselves. Joining me, I have our very own borderline analyst, Danielle Miller. But first, let's hear from a witness from the actual incident.
I was one of the guys who was there that did not help her when she was getting hit with.
Another liar. Another liar. He wasn't there.
The brick, right? I feel like people need to know the whole story before they start commenting and say things they don't understand or they don't know. You guys don't even remember who you guys are trying to defend, who you guys are trying to speak up for. This is the same woman that was going around smacking white people in the streets. She's not innocent. She was actually touting the.
This guy is trying to tell you that she is not innocent, and he this whole time he wasn't even there. Isn't that crazy? He wasn't even there. Sandy Red in the house. Susie Bear in the house. Eat Pray Yoga in the house. Miss RV in the house. He wasn't even there. We got dudes literally lying on her. I found, and his cousin has a whole channel. I found it's either his cousin or it's the same guy. They look literally exactly the same. It took me 30 minutes to discern whether it's the same guy or not. Phoenix Soul is in the house. Big Caps in the house. Folks.
Rapper Tory Lanez has been charged with shooting artist Megan Thee Stallion during an argument. The DA's office says Lanez, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, shot Megan's feet during an argument in the Hollywood Hills July 12th. The 28-year-old was arrested the night of.
They don't even believe that he shot her. These guys, they don't care. They don't care. They want it. It's funny how they only want to care about justice was when it works for them. That's the crazy part. Only when it works for them. We're going to keep moving. We are into the real meat of the matter. Listen to this.
So recently, man, Fredo Bang was on Instagram Live, and he was basically telling us, a story of where he smashed, Glorilla, and he tried to call her back.
I need to play this over again because you need to hear this crap again.
He was basically telling us, a story of where he smashed, Glorilla, and he tried to call her back, but she did not answer, man. Hey, man, welcome to Black Brothers TV, where you get all the sauce. Now, before you watch this video,
listen again.
So recently, man, Fredo Bang was on Instagram Live, and he was basically telling us, a story of where he smashed, Glorilla, and he tried to call her back, but she did not answer, man. Hey, man, welcome to Black Brothers TV.
Let me stop it right there because it was a little bit weird. What he was saying is that he's telling us a story of Fredo Bangs is telling us a story that he smashed Glorilla, right? And that she wouldn't call him back. So listen to see what happens next.
Where you get all the sauce. Now, before you watch this video, I'd really appreciate if you like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get it. So as I can see by the title, man, we got a funny story to share to y'all, man. So Fredo, he had a crazy story for y'all fans, man. He told, a crazy encounter with Glorilla herself, man. Fredo was basically, telling a story of where he, pretty much smashed Glorilla, and she never called him back, man. But I ain't finna make y'all wait.
Well, I guess it's smart that she never did. See, that's how these dudes are. Nobody, do you, there's a reason why you can't smash in public. It's supposed to be a private thing. And he doesn't realize it, but he's just making women that were on the fence about dating out. It's like, well, these niggas gonna be out here, telling us to, telling all our stories and shit. I'm also move on to somebody who, who won't.
Wait any longer. Y'all stay tuned for that video, man.
I feel like every woman in life at some point deserves to have some sexual, I ain't gonna say experience that they can get from me.
So what he's saying is that he's a sex fiend or a degenerate that only thinks about sex, and of course rapping because he raps. I assume
every man in the world ain't gonna be able to, like I fuck. They're not gonna be able to do the things that I do to you. You know what I'm saying? So I just be giving them a chance.
Wait a minute. If that was the case, then why didn't she call you back? If you were so amazing, you see, and the funny thing is, ladies and gentlemen, all men like this think that way. All men think like I'm here we go.
So yeah, that's just what that is,
Oh, come on. What is he waiting for?
No, real talk.
Look, he's got a water ball in his hand.
On every woman's bucket list at one point. And I'm not just bragging on my shit. It ain't like I just woke.
You just bragged on your shit. You just did. Whether it's true or not, that's not. You bragged.
Oh, I got the best shit. I have
a new diamond in the house.
Throughout the years of my life, I have accepted. I have accepted reviews, and
he is not a decent looking dude at all. He just told us twice, okay, that he smashed and she never called him back. That's not a good sign. I don't care what you tell me afterwards. I go by facts. If you go to like a Five Guys or some hamburger place and it's banging, you're going to go back. You might take a month, might take a couple months. Who knows? It might take a week. You might go back the next day, but you're going back. She never called him back. That speaks volumes right there. He doesn't need to. So let's see what he's going to say.
Have evaluated it. You know what I'm saying? Once a woman tell me how they feel afterwards, I just had come to the conclusion that I must have some that everybody else ain't giving. You know what I'm saying? So this shit gotta be God given. Yeah. So y'all never get no echo in y'all never get no echo in y'all neighborhood. Y'all too dirty. It's clean.
God, I can hardly understand what he's saying.
You walk outside, you be smelling black and miles and rigid.
Welcome, Tanya. Tanya Sweat in the house.
Hey, what happened to motherfuckers say they smoking purple?
Okay, he's taking too long. But basically what he's saying, listen.
Did it say that's embarrassing? I'm gonna say the real. If it was an accident, if it was on purpose, I don't care. I feel like life can come with mistakes. So I don't mind saying that I'd fall off in a bit. I've been in Glorilla.
Let me tell you, usually guys who brag about their sexual prowess usually aren't that good. In fact, that he's bringing up that he smashed her on national TV in a way. It's crazy. Women like men that are discreet. So to me, it's like they don't understand when they're messing up. I think that's the safest thing I could tell men. You don't understand when you're messing up. Women like men that are discreet. Women do like men that are respectable. At least the type of women that you guys say you want. And that's how I know that's not what you want, because if that's what you wanted, you would find that woman. Sandy Red breaks it down like this. I'm not saying that I'm perfect, but an undisciplined man with a little to no substance turns me off. Bars. And they won't understand that. They think their swag is going to get them through, if they have any. So basically, he's mad because
for like a year now.
That's what happened. Basically, he got mad because she never called him back. So he outed her. That's how infantile a lot of these men are. I'm sure Glorilla will be okay without him. She's popular enough that I'm sure she can find somebody to smash if she wants to smash. If she really wanted him and thought he was the bomb, she would have called him back. He didn't call you. Look, bro, she didn't call you back. It happens to everybody. Don't worry about it. Just move on, bro. You don't have to put her on TV and shit. Here's another person.
You recently broke the internet after your high school yearbook picture made waves. Can you confirm this is you?
This is me, junior year, I think, or something like that. But yeah, a lot of people think that my hair is like naturally straight and that I wear like a curly wig or something. But like my hair was straight in this day. So my hair has always been curly since I was born. But yeah, that's me. Cute.
Yeah, baby, I'm 5 foot. Short, thick, and brown. I'm a leprechaun and I'm looking for some motherfucking gold. Me that D. You know this pussy hot and ready.
Oh no. Okay, I hope I don't get hit by the this is Sukiani right here. So I think it is. Let me see. Oh no, that's not her. Okay. That's Cardi. I gotta stop it because I can't play the music. So Cardi and Sukiani are a crew. So I'm showing them for a reason. And let's get into it right now. Here we go.
You cannot convince me otherwise that Sexy Red is not an industry plant that was put here to help finalize the destroying of the black woman image. They was already had us under attack, and she was here to just finalize the process. The way they trying to force her on us is just crazy. Like, I wanted to go see Drake, but once I found out Drake had her opening for him, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Am I going to support anything that thing is behind? I'm not supporting it, right?
You know what's funny to me though? I did some digging, and you're gonna see soon. Drake's way more of a Drake's more of may Drake is way more promiscuous than you ever thought. Sexy Red is, and I have more for you. I have more. I'm telling you.
This is the reason why it's time to separate. It's time to separate as black women, because ain't no way I'm about to be associated with that and Suki Stankiana. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I don't care how you feel. I don't care how you feel. At this point, separation has to happen. It's one thing to make.
I mean, the thing is this. Black rap artists are like 5% of the industry. Welcome Natural Kish in that house. Yeah, she called herself a leprechaun. Yeah. Yeah. Sukiya. The thing is this. They're just modern day, Sexy Kim and the rappers from the 90s. You know who wrote the music for them? Dudes. So if you don't like their music or the production, all that's done by the dudes. That's just the industry. It's a misogynist industry. So the best way to think about it is just simply don't deal with rap at all. I want you to listen to this Sexy Red clip.
You cannot convince me otherwise.
Once, but it's very important we go over it again. Here we go.
What's your DMs looking like right now?
My DMs, they crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. So here she is. Listen, my DMs are crazy.
I don't even check them no more. At first, I used to be able to sit there and check them, but now it be too much. I be like, man, I let my people help look through it, and tell me what's going on sometimes.
What kind of people are in your DMs? Is it athletes? Is it rappers?
It's some of everybody, literally some of everybody.
Let me tell you what was said. Basically, he kept egging her on for her about sex. Okay? He kept egging her on about sex. And so he says, let me fast forward and play it right here.
Do that. What's the definition of being a hoe? How many dudes do you have to be fucking at a time to be a hoe?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. What's your definition of hoe? Because what makes me a hoe? What did I do? I ain't do nothing.
Yeah, bars. Okay, let me tell you this. Drake, all male rappers are more sexually active than this young lady here. From what I heard from this tape, they're more sexually active. She's talking about, well, yeah, I mean, every couple of months I might have to find somebody new. Every couple of months, these dudes, we're talking about every couple of days for these dudes. Susie says this shit is Blackistan music. I don't know who half of these people are until they are spoken on in a podcast. Bars.
I just be chilling. Y'all don't even know. But shit, I guess the definition of hoe shit, just fucking. You just on a rampage. Just fucking outside, Or you could be fucking multiple people.
Damn, she's saying, okay, well, let me 2003. Okay.
That's being a hoe.
Do you mess with multiple people at one time?
Nah, I don't do that. That'd be too much.
Now she just said it. She said no. But they steadily want to make black women who are not even close, who are black women, 1/3 the amount, 1/3 time. Well, let's put it this way. Black men, we are 3 times as promiscuous as black women. Okay? 3 times. 2 times as promiscuous as Caucasian women. So what does that make the women that you want more? You always want to go, oh yeah, Miss Ann. I got that from Pretty Black Magic. Miss Ann, you guys be saying Miss Ann is so much better, but in reality, at least by the stats, they're more active than black women. And they are trying so hard, our own culture. My fellow men are trying so hard to defame our own women that it has other races baffled. They don't, if I told, they won't even believe me until I play a tape. They are blown away by the way we treat our women. They are blown away. I'm telling you. Other cultures, other races, they're blown away. It's like, wow, that's messed up. Then we want to sell ourselves as protectors without protecting, making vows not to protect, but then we want to be, oh yeah, we're good. We're protectors, providers for who? It's not working. It ain't even working out for the other cultures as well when us brothers get with them. So where are we going with this? Big Cap says this: I pray black men leave black women to themselves so they can be great, and black men also go where they can be celebrated and not tolerated. Win-win. That is a win-win. Yeah, that is a win-win. But they won't do that. Black men won't do that. They won't leave black women alone or in peace. Because if they were going to do that, Big Cap, they would have done it by now. They've had plenty of opportunity. The world's a new world. They can get their passport. They can go anywhere they want to go. But if you go to their channels, with the exception of just a couple, we know what we see.
Too much
I mean,
drama. I ain't got time to be talking, like trying to keep up with 2 niggas or more than 2 niggas. Shit, I ain't got time for shit like that.
Yeah.
That's too much.
And she's telling you, look, she's telling you, come on. She's giving you a logical reason. I mean, like her music or not, music production is very, very, very time consuming. It's very time consuming. Andrea, thank you for stopping by. I mean, man. Mr. Snoopy says this: Susie Bear, I give myself back-to-back O's better than any man could. Once women start learning and experimenting with their bodies, men become an afterthought. I haven't been with a man since November. I hear that. Hey, there's nothing wrong with being patient. You know what I mean? Let's keep it going.
I tried to act like I was doing it one day and was texting motherfuckers, but I'm like, this shit lame.
So as far as she went to trying to be promo, I'm going to call it promo, was texting dudes, and then it just probably bothered her. And it's funny because the thing is this: These guys, these men respect porn stars more than they respect their own women. Yet, when a woman, everything you're seeing from this woman on everything, now don't get me wrong, she's saying it's part of her, but she's getting well paid. They have no problem with the dude doing it. Okay, let me get to why this is ridiculous. Listen to this.
Sexy Red, man, straight out of St. Louis. She's currently turning down $40,000 features.
I bet she got HPV. I bet she done had chlamydia, gonorrhea.
This is how dumb this dude is. I bet she had HPV. He meant HIV. Listen to him.
Trigonometry, crabs, and whatever else that pussy can contract.
Okay, gotcha, Andrea. She's telling black men, I'm out. I hear that. Did you hear what you just said? You know what's funny about this? Ladies and gentlemen, you're looking at a whole criminal. Judging a woman who, unlike him, doesn't have a record. Unlike him, doesn't brag about, let me let you tell him yourself. Let me let him tell you himself.
No, nigga, I'm telling you, nigga, I serve time.
Let me get some volume on it, because you got to hear this. Let me let him tell you himself what he is about.
No, nigga, I'm telling you, nigga, I serve time for killing a white man. It's orchestrated and documented, nigga. Then I'm telling you I'm online about I rape white hoes. Why would
But now when you say you rape white hoes, you ain't saying it like you actually rape white hoes.
I did. Yeah, I am. I'm saying it like I gave scenarios where I done it. You must ain't seen the video.
I seen the video.
I gave scenarios where I done it.
Okay, now when you say stuff like that, bro, I be confused because I don't know if you speaking in character, right? Or if you
Homie, I've been saying this for years. How much more loud and clear do I have to say?
That you was raping white women.
We grew up doing it. This was a thing we did, nigga.
Are you saying like it was a thing that was going on in your hood, or is it
no,
shit that you
nigga, I'm telling you, I actively done,
okay.
Nigga. I'm telling you, I done done it.
Well, you heard it. Okay.
I done bragging about it. How much more vicious can a nigga get with rape?
And he's judging women. And he's judging women. He's a manosphere superstar. Exactly, Michelle. Charleston probably the one giving STDs. Oh, guaranteed. Or he brags about regularly cheating on his wife and all that kind of stuff, if he has one still. Welcome, Tevin. So, I'm confused. Why is a group of men that are 3 times as promiscuous as their own women sexually shaming women? I want to know. I really do. How does that work? I mean, really? How in the hell does that work? I mean, how do you, if I'm morally not doing as good as somebody else, I'm not going to judge that person. I'm not. It doesn't make sense. This is how delusional the chocolate red pill is. This guy's a straight up criminal. I mean, I'm talking recent. Like, I'm talking that he's got recent charges. I'm not saying that, oh, yeah, when he was young. No, recent charges, folks. Recent charges, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe a month or two old. And he's judging Sexy Red. Fellas, you got to think about that. That doesn't make sense. This guy right here, okay, he might be going to prison for a while, but he's judging a woman for and assuming her sexual, activity. That's crazy. I got more for you. Anybody remember 2 Live Crew? If you do, put a 1 in the chat, put a 2 if you don't remember who they are. I got to mute it because I don't want to get hit. Look at that. Take a close look. Remember that what they don't like about, Sexy Red is what she say, right? I wonder where she got it from. I keep telling you, a dude wrote her shit, but nobody wants to believe me. Her whole album. Let me go further. Look at all those words I can't say. Look at all those words I can't say. I can't say them. You just got to read them. I can't say them. This is a song from the 80s. Exactly. It's a huge double standard. Look at this. This was written in the 80s. These guys had to fight. To release this music on the radio. That's how bad it was. Look at it. Look at it. Yeah, let me get this off the screen before I get knocked down or something. Shit. You never know. I wouldn't blame them. Look how they finish it. Look at that. Same guys.
Who told you I was coming here?
Whack.
Fucking whack.
Well,
yeah.
That whack. He's taking care of business.
We're handling some the mandatory issues, man. I see you on the other side.
He in jail. He going into jail. Right? Going into jail. and getting no smoke. If anything, Krishan Rock's getting the smoke because they feel like it was her, because his fist went up against her jaw. They feel it's her fault that he's going into jail. Pretty much the same way that when Rhoda took that water bottle or whatever that object was from Mr. Femininity, right? They were blaming her. You see how it's working? You see how it's working, ladies? You see the pattern? I won't say it's every black man, but let's say there's a large group of black men that want the authorization to damage their own women and not be held accountable for it. Yesterday, I played the judge literally pleading to this man not to do anything stupid. And that was from a 4-month-old video courtroom that you saw because he shot up a strip club in Las Vegas, and they they got even the strip club closed down, right? He couldn't even stay out of trouble for 4 months. He was on probation. Thank God they have a rule against hitting women up upside the head to stay in probation. And now he's in jail. Now he's in jail where he should be. He's dangerous. See, the thing is this, I watched this movie on a stalker who was put in prison for 15 years. And the guy was Caucasian, was a white guy too. And they put him in for 15 years because they said, you know something, this guy is so stalkerish. He's a menace to society. 15 years. He was literally telling this woman over and over again, not who's on the screen, not him. This I'm telling you a story. That he was gonna do things to her, do things to himself for like a year, a little over a year. Oh my, and that reminds me, we have a live stream coming up. It's gonna be off the chain. It is gonna be off the chain. Let me bring it up real quick. What we are going to be doing. Because where is it at? Here we go. This is coming up soon. Let me bring it up full mass. So what I've proven so far is that it's black men that produce the nasty music you hear black women performing to. And that even if the black women perform to the music, that even since the 80s, black men have made worse music, but for some reason, black men and black women are complaining about black women performing. It's a huge double standard. It's a huge double standard. And it doesn't make sense to me because it's like, look, she didn't even write the stuff. They are performing something that was written by somebody else. Okay? And it happens to be a dude who wrote it. I mean, how crazy is that? Yeah, Little Richard's Trudy Fruity had, yep. But it only see, it doesn't make sense to me at all. But anyway, this is for Saturday. For Saturday. Red Pill Cyber Bandits. Lies will be exposed. Much ado about stalkers. Because ladies, when you're on social media, you either have experienced it or will experience it. because it's just the way of the world. We got some creeps, some weirdos out there, people who lie, people who deceive, and a well-respected, very successful young lady who's a content creator was attacked by these creeps. And man, oh man, it's funny because they want to be. It's the funny part is these same creeps want to be respected. They do. They want to dress in nice suits and everything, but they're doing all this creepy shit. Ish. I'm telling you, it's crazy. And one of them happens to be Obsidian, but there's many more, and there will be more, because that's just how they roll. I mean, the key of the man, it's funny and crazy to me because he is like supposed to be the grand master of the manosphere. And I use that word carefully, by the way. Just like you would if you were calling out another group, the grand master. He is the grand master of the manosphere. Yet he's dirty AF. Utterly disgusting. Stalking, the whole bit. Whatever you guys would find disgusting, he's done. But yet he wants to turn around. I guarantee you, he wants everyone's respect. He should be in prison. Big Cap. Good luck. Good luck with that, bro. I know, though. I mean, I understand, bro. I understand. You don't have a problem with criminals, bro. I mean, that's what I don't get, Big Cap. Let's talk for a minute. Let me clean my glasses for a minute. Okay. So, I mean, I don't get a Big Cap. I mean, you want to be respected, though. You want to be respected, but being respected is the company you keep as well. If I hung out with the Bloods or the Crips, I don't expect to be respected. So if you hang out with online Bloods and Crips, then why are you going to shout out people that do Blood and Crip kind of shit online? See, Big Cap, that's what you need to sit down and think about that. It's not about whether you are on team man or team woman. It's like, am I on team respectable or am I on team ratchet? You need to make up your mind, man. It ain't the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. You can't be on team ratchet and be respected in the real world, not to people that you want to. I mean, if you want a business or if you have a business, you want to be respected with people who want to do business. What you're doing when you do stuff like this is you're telling people you don't hang out with high value people. Because there's nothing high value about Obsidian. There's nothing. Nothing. That's basically what I'm getting down to. And for tomorrow's show, I got to break that down too. I got to show tomorrow's show. Pimp Culture 3. Pimping ain't easy. Ladies, I know it sounds extremely masculine, but we are going over ways to avoid getting pimped. That's tomorrow. Pimp culture 3 ways we are going to tell you if it quacks like a duck, it's a pimp. If it quacks like a duck, it's a pimp. Phoenix Soul breaks it down like this. I want more of our people to get out of the infantile stage so that we can shift the collective mentality. Black women are going to be the leaders of that because the majority of our men are FUBAR. Bars. Anyway, let's get back to the show. Shameless plugs. We got, by the way, we have CTE on Sunday as well. I'll tell you, I got some of the best producers in the game, y'all. Some of the best. Yeah. Sandy and Red nailed it. Big cap. Some of the most successful men were raised and kept safe by women. Sandy Red. You nailed it. Let me break something down to you. This year's NFL MVP quarterback was raised by a woman. This year's Rookie of the Year quarterback raised by a woman. Some of the premier Black men have been raised by a woman. It's not the best way to be raised, but they made it, they made it through. The young men have character. And if they could multiply those 2 young men and replace all the rappers with these 2 young men, the whole community would be a lot better. Because those 2 young men are about their craft. And whatever your craft is, whether it's on the field, in a boardroom, or in a lab, computer lab, that you got to be about your business. That's not the way most young men are built. Welcome, Rich. Thank you so much, Phoenix Soul. We're going to keep it going. So anyway, they're defending Blueface after committing assault. A brief dive into Kanye West.
Kanye West angered fans by posting a nearly nude photo of his wife, Bianca Censori, on Instagram. The comment section of the post was filled with messages that...
Okay, let me pause it right there because I don't need to show any more than that. So Kanye West is, technically a high-value man. Is this what he's representing Black men because he is Black? Let me bring myself back up. So he's representing Black men, right? So basically what they're saying is that, so what we've learned so far is this. If you have an intimate session with a Black man and you're a Black woman, he's going to shame you, put you all over the internet. Or even if you get married to him and you're at home, he forces you to walk around the house naked and takes picture of you and still puts you on the internet. Wow, that sounds like a deal to me, ladies. That sounds like a real good deal to me. Enough of that. I don't even have to go further than that. That's crazy. That's crazy to me. So I guess my point is this, is, ladies, what's the point? There's nothing you can do. The whole Sexy Red is just another casualty, not in the gender war, but the attack on Black women. There's no gender war. Most women are minding their own business. Look at it. Let's go over here. Let's go over this dude right here.
Atlanta-born rapper Future is one of the rappers credited for popularizing mumble rap with his 2011 single, Tony Montana. His fame and success has seen him have millions of fans throughout the world. He is famously known for his hit singles that include Life is Good, Mask Off, Low Life, Last Breath, Love Me, Hard for the Next, That's It, among others. When it comes to his dating life, Future has dated some of the most beautiful women in America. Future has dated Lori Harvey, Nicki Minaj, Joey Chavez, Brittany Mealy, Larsa Pippen, Black China, Aaliyah Petty, Tyrena Lee, Sierra, India J, and Jessica Smith. Des Dior is his current girlfriend, and they are doing well. From his relationships, he has been blessed with 8 children from different baby mamas.
I'll say one thing. How many kids does Sexy Red have? If any? If anybody knows, put it in the chat. If you know, let me know. Let me look it up real quick. Let me look it up. How many kids does Sexy Red have? She has one son. Oh, she has, okay, so she's having 2 kids. She has one on the way, apparently. Dude has nearly 10. How does that work? How does this disrespect game work? Welcome, Rika Ree Gaming in that house. How does that work? So I guess what I'm saying is, really, quite honestly, the connection between Rhoda, Sexy Red, and all other Black female rappers, basically the whole thing is this, and the reason why they ignore how ratchet their fellow men are, like Welcome VM, like Future, who Kevin Samuels brought on his show, by the way, okay? Or Donald, who they love, who has 3 baby mamas, by the way, and cheated on all of them, one with a porn star. But yet they want to go out there slaying their D around, be respected, and then call women 304s. I don't know how that works. See, some things are just, they're not about a gender. It's about logic. It's about logic. One more. Here we go. Oh man.
Allegedly, Doja Cat's brother hit her so bad that he knocked her teeth out. It's been reported that Doja's mom filed a temporary restraining.
And just the other day, after after this happened, they want to say, "Oh, well, Doja Cat can't rap." I don't know. I mean, the thing is this: I know that she's pretty damn famous. I know that. Isn't she from England or something? I don't remember. I thought she was. I don't think she's American though, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't keep up with the youngsters. So you're not even safe from your own family members, your own brother. Well, her brother's a random black man now. He should go. He should be in prison. I mean, it's not like there's it hasn't been cool there, folks. So let me drop a link just in case somebody wants to come up for a minute. I should have dropped it a lot earlier. If not, it's all good, Yeah. Kanye West. They love themselves some Kanye. Treats his wives like crap. Blueface, well, he likes to get, put hands and feet on both his women. He be pimping them. I brought up the lyrics to 2 Live Crew, though everybody was calling Sexy Red vulgar. But 2 Live Crew, I think they got her beat. And that was 80 years ago. I mean, not 80, 30 years ago. No, yeah, maybe 40 years ago. Who knows? Yeah. The problem is that other cultures and races are really baffled why us black men disrespect our own women as much as we do. It makes absolutely no sense. They support us the most, financially, physically, and emotionally the most, but we still talk about them like a dog. No other culture of men does that to their women. Not nearly at the clip we do. And then we're not even cool with each other. You've seen our videos, brothers, we doing each other in now. One every hour. And see, when you think about it, that's pretty bad because that's one every hour. But then if you include just like the urban areas, it's probably more like 3 or 4 an hour. Because remember, there's some spots that, we're out in the middle of nowhere and just by ourselves, luckily. Shout out to the, Big Cap says this, shout out to the black men that let women be great and stay out of their way. Bars, yeah. I can dig that. I can dig that. Yeah, I can dig that. Big Cap, yeah, I can dig that. Susie Bear says this, he lacks self-control. I know that Future has not stopped having sex with just women. Yep. A lot of these men, I believe, I think a lot of times, a lot of men are trying to figure themselves out by having sex with anybody. And that's why sex is really kind of like, it's really almost like drinking coffee to a lot of people, or they're a sexaholic. It's like their drug of choice. That's how I see it. Anyway, y'all, I'm going to hit the beat. Here we go. Wait. We got somebody up here. Welcome, Phoenix Soul.
Hey. What's up?
What is going on tonight?
Oh, look, you already put up the you already put up
No,
my
no, we
song.
good. Hey, look, I can go through it. If you want me to go through some clips or anything, I got them ready. So, you know.
No, I just you were like when you're talking about the industry, because I had like my little stint, right? After I got out of the army, I started to pursue my music career. So I moved to Atlanta and I got underneath a management company. You remember when Keith Sweat had a club in Atlanta, right?
Yeah. Well, I
I
remember
was
who
there.
Keith Sweat is. I don't remember his club
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, he had a club in Atlanta. And I want to say this is like 96, 97.
Okay.
And I did a talent show there. I had put in the chat. I auditioned for Luke out in Nashville. Like I was just trying to um get famous pretty much.
I hear
But
that. Okay.
I was more the group that I was attached to, so I was a singer and it was just a group of rappers. There was one female rapper and like three other guys.
Mm-hmm.
And they even just in the management stage where we signed with a management company, and this management company, one of the silent partners was Evander Holyfield. So I'm just gonna say I'm not putting it out there that he, like directly had any. I met him, but not like he had something directly to do with it. But we had people, pouring into the project. But the reason why I'm like mentioning it is because more and more we had A&R rep. She worked for MTV at the time, and
Mm-hmm.
she was doing side work for the management company that I signed with. More and more they were trying to separate me from the rest, from everybody else, and to the point where it was borderline. I got cornered one night, and it was basically, okay, you're gonna play the game, wear loads of freaking makeup. That's just it was not ever me, you know. Um I don't like people telling me what to do and how to do it. I don't like that.
I hear
So
you.
I couldn't play the game, you know what I'm saying? But it was more and more of just wanting to put me in a place where I was sexualized. So
Okay.
yeah, a lot of the reason why I just walked away, because the last thing, that happened, like I said, I got cornered. I got told that the whole group was gonna open up for TLC. And when I arrived at the house, at the mansion, it was just me. You feel me?
Oh, yeah, that's not
And I
good.
was like, yeah, and I'm a survivor of military. I'm a survivor of MST, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what I was not gonna do back in that day, and still, what I was not gonna do was allow you to re-traumatize me. So I left.
Way
You
to
know,
go.
yeah. But I mean, it's all men. It it's
Yeah.
it's not all men, but it's always men. So if
Harsh.
they don't like the state of the industry and how our young girls have been, it's all been a perpetual grooming process. They're responsible for that. It is what it is. And
Bars.
that's all I wanted to say.
That was a lot. You were there and saw it happening. So, and it's funny because I think we could have been so much further if these men could have just thought about more than just, sex, if you know what I mean. That's all it seems like. Even if they were decent producers, they could have been better producers. You know what I mean? So,
Well, I mean, that's what I was saying in the chat earlier. Like, if we're Black people as a whole, because of like our history in this country, right? We are in an infantile stage. Like we are the teenagers of society.
right.
Perpetual, impetuous, and we are what what drives capitalism, because they bank on us little babies to consistently perform in emotionality and in our lower nature, which is sex, drugs, and rock and roll, you know?
Right.
So as long as that is all they had to do was plant the seed and we ran with it. And that's what I was saying. Like, shout out to all the men, including yourself, who are doing the work to deconstruct all the BS. It's not easy. We get that. You know, it's not easy for any of us, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it takes I mean, it takes a lot. I mean, especially like today, everybody. It's let me say something for real. I mean, no, a lot of people may not like the way that Rhoda's living life, but if that's the case, then you shouldn't be thinking about voting for Trump. You see what I'm saying? Because the little hustle she's doing is way past. He's done way past that for over 50 years. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's doing it right now. He never attended a debate and he won. You feel me? He's doing it right now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's sitting up. He's sitting pretty. He got like felony charges.
Right. You
I
know,
mean, I don't. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
no, go for it.
I mean, I don't know what else, people need, especially our people, but I don't know what else you need to see that it's a slap in the face. They're basically telling us like we could do whatever we want.
Right.
And you guys are gonna do the same thing that you do. So keep
Right.
giving us your money, keep performing, keep living in fear, keep living in the bottom half of your body,
Mm-hmm.
and we got this.
Exactly. Exactly. I mean, that's what's going down. It's like, see, that's how I know that the manosphere is just filled with lost men because none of them, believe it or not, all the dudes that were on there in the manosphere last year are still here now. And what I mean, I'm not talking about the ones who are running the channels. I'm talking about the customers. So obviously their life didn't change. So if your life doesn't change, then what good is this information you're supposed to be getting from these other people? And that half these other people got restraining orders, criminal records, or they're not been caught in some lies or some frauds like Anton Daniel. But they still roll with them.
They do, and it's crazy. Like sometimes I have to step back from engagement because like the delusion is crazy, and it's the thing that I realize is that it's very easy to slip into that delusion whether you are male or female. I think that a lot of our men specifically live in a state of delusion, right? But I even saw somebody posted something the other day, and it was a guy that said something that was like very controversial. Okay, so and something that triggered women. So you have this one guy, basically virtually unknown, but every woman that knew him tagged other women. So all of a sudden you got like 200-300 women angry, feeding into this trap that he set for them because he knew that what was going to trigger them, right? And in that instance, he said, I just want to thank you to all the, what did he say, feminazis for driving traffic to my page. And then they were even pissed about that. And collectively, they couldn't even see that he was genius. That was a genius thing that he did. Because they're collectively caught up in just one emotion of hatred, right? And then that fueled, he performed magic. He did, and they didn't even know it. And that's exactly in my eyes, like, look, I'm no expert, you know what I'm saying? But that's exactly in my eyes what perpetuates itself over and over again with us. It's so easy to get our men. It's so easy. And what happens once you get our men? Black women ain't got no protection. Black women and children don't have no protection. So what happens? You see? So I don't know, man. But like I said, sometimes I have to take a break because I get sad, because I'm invested on on a soul level. Like I love life, I love people, period. I love to see the advancement, the evolution, and a lot of people ain't thinking like that. So here we are. And we have content for days.
Unfortunately, so plenty of content for days. I mean, it's funny because we be going over, videos and articles and stuff, and it just, there's always something. If
Yeah.
if there was two of me, I could have two channels easy of just
Yeah.
this.
You will eventually. It'll be something else though. It'll be something else.
True.
Well, that's it. That's all I wanted to say. I know we're ready to get up out of here. Thank you for having me on.
I appreciate you coming up. I appreciate your support, your bars all the time. Everybody
I appreciate that.
give Phoenix Soul a huge hand of applause, everybody. Please do that.
Y'all have a good night.
You're always welcome. Have an amazing evening.
Thank you.
I think I'm gonna go have a steak. Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. All right, y'all have a good Thursday night.
Okay, everybody. I'm gonna kick the beat. Here we go. All right, everyone, give Phoenix Soul some soul. Come on. Big shout out. Eat, Pray, Yoga. It's just Newbie. New Diamond.
In this moment,
Susie Bear in the house. 33.
I cannot say what's wrong or right.
Big Cat.
It's not hard to fool me.
Randy Red.
Cause I'm addicted to the good life. Yeah. Lead the way.
RV.
I follow. No need to say.
Rich.
Where we are heading now, babe. I follow.
BM.
To the edge of it all.
Break it down. Break it down.
To the edge of it all. So tell your good lies. Cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah.
Rika regain.
Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. Ooh. So tell your good lies.
Break it down. Break it down. Andrina Jones.
No matter what. Ooh. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies.
Mr. Schultz.
It's not a problem. Cause I know what I'm getting into.
Hey, Dolores Tucker.
Nothing can stop me. Cause I'm addicted to what you and I realize. Lead the way.
Hey, Brown.
I follow. No need to say.
Gold reflection.
Where we are heading now, babe.
Oh yeah, Terminator and Hero.
To the edge of it all. So tell your good lies. Cause I'll buy no matter what. Yeah. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies. Before it flies. So tell your good
Kanye
lies.
Sweat.
Cause I'll buy
Natural
no
Kish.
matter what. Susceptible now. Before the moment flies.
Oh yeah. All right, everybody. Let me pause this out. There we go. Yes, everybody, have a good night. This is DJ Torch. And I will see everyone on the next one tomorrow. Just remember, Pimp Culture 3. Or is that tomorrow? Yeah, Pimp Culture 3 days tomorrow. Okay. Pimping ain't easy.